What's going on Facebook, YouTube, everybody watching at this time? It's another episode of Real Talk. It's your boy Brian Evans. Today I'm gonna do something a little different today. I, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna talk about my day today. I'm gonna talk about what happened to me today. A lot of times when I try to inspire people or I try to motivate people, even myself, I talk about real circumstances, the way I really feel and stuff like that. Have you ever had a day that it felt like no matter how nice and positive you tried to be to somebody, everybody just took you completely out of context, or I ain't gonna say take you out of context, but you give them love and they give you snapback, or they yell at you, or they don't appreciate that you're trying to help them out, even though you're really trying to help them out. Like it seems like it's just everybody you talk to, no matter who it is, whether it's people that you don't know, whether it's people you care about, people you love, like everybody is just feels like they're being used to bring you down, and it starts getting to you. That's the type of day I had today. I don't know. I feel real odd. I feel a certain type of way in my soul, just because it's like, I mean, y'all know, I, I'm trying. I'm trying to share real life experiences, and I'm using myself as the actual example. I'm not talking about anybody else but myself. I'm like using myself as the example, whether it's financial stuff, whether it's spiritual stuff, whether it's just a day like today that it feels like everybody that you're talking to is being used to tear you down, and you can't figure why, because it's like I don't want to tear you down. Like back in the day, I used to be like, forget you. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like, get out my face. Like I just keep it moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't need you either. But I'm not that type of person now. Like, I ask myself why. I ask them why. Like, why are you reacting to me? I give an example. I'll say something to somebody that has high blood pressure, like, why you eating them chips? There's a lot of salt in that. You might want to. I can eat as many chips as I want, and you're like, what? Where'd that come from? Or, you know, there'd be people that you actually respect, that you really like. I ain't gonna say look up to, but it's like people that you think have a certain understanding. And then you find out that they're a Trump supporter or something like that. But not only they're a Trump supporter, but like the way they support Trump contradicts everything that you thought they stood for. And it just lets you down, just blows your mind. And like I said, I don't have anything against Trump or anybody. I try to separate politics from like spiritual talk, because like I said, what happens here on earth is what happens here on earth. What happens in your spirit happens in your spirit. Don't mix the two together and say that Trump is trying to do anything for your soul, because he's not. You know what I'm saying? And if you are a person that believes in that, I mean, God bless you. You figure that out on your own. But I happen to not believe that. But because I don't believe that, doesn't give you the right to scream at me to the top of your lungs and make it seem like, it's just because you're a Democrat or something. Like, I'm neither. Like, I really don't care about that, because that's politics. At the end of the day, the world's coming to an end at some point. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a different form of government. The government can't last but so long. We all know this stuff. Like, if you into the Bible, it tells you, these things are going to happen in Revelations. So why would you argue with somebody about politics when everything's lining up to exactly what's getting ready to happen in Revelations time? I'm not saying we're there, but it's like, why would you argue with another person about politics when at the end of the day it's going to be a crap storm anyway? I mean, I'm just saying, why would you get so riled up about something like that? And so that just kind of blew my mind. And then, that was just somebody that I kind of had a lot of respect for. I mean, I still respect them, but it's like you look at people differently when you're like, not only did you do that, but it kind of makes me see you in a whole nother light, because some of your views helps me understand why you can't be friends with all people. You only pick people that you're comfortable around. Like, when you got people that are like so... I use this, like, everybody know, probably everybody knows I'm a Christian, but I'm not one of those weird Christians that just can't hang out with nobody but people in my church. Like, I'm not that type of person. Like, I know people that ain't going to church. I know people, that live all types of lifestyles, and I'm not going to judge you, because at the end of the day, all I should do is just be who I am. And if what I say makes sense to you, you'll ask me about it. It's not my job to tell you how you're wrong and I'm right, because I might not be right. Like, you might not be right. I'm not saying that what I believe in is nothing. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I might not be right telling you what you should be doing for your life right now, because there's a whole lot of stuff that has to happen into your life to get you to a place that, God can use you. So if you're in that phase that I don't agree with, and I come up in there and say, oh, you're going to hell because you're doing this, that, and the third, who am I to do that? Because once upon a time, I was that dude that you would have came to and said, you're going to hell because you're doing this, that, and the third. And now I'm over here making videos called Real Talk, trying to inspire people, to look deeper in themselves than look at the physical attributes of their body and just talk about their spirit. But back then, you wouldn't have known that I'm going to be this person that I am now. And the same thing takes place today. Whoever I'm talking to today might be somebody completely different tomorrow. So why would I yell at the top of my lungs and try to condemn you and try to tell you what you going to be and how I don't even want to get into that. I just be like this. It behooves me how people think they know everything. And especially like some spiritual people, like it blows my mind. Like, I got an awesome, like my pastor's awesome. I like my pastor. Like, I go to Mount Gilead. One thing that I respect about my pastor, Bishop Robinson. Bishop Robinson. Yeah, it is Bishop Robinson. One thing I respect about him is he's unapologetically himself. Like he ain't trying to get your approval, because at the end of the day, people are going to be people. People are going to talk about you, and people are going to say what they're going to say about your ministry. People are going to say that you're doing it wrong. You're going to find people that's going to be judging you that are Trump supporters, which is ironic. You're going to find people that are, Democrat supporters, which is ironic to me too, because that has nothing to do with your walk, with how you want to be a better person. Like, politics should have nothing to do. If you don't like the laws that they're putting out there, that's cool. But don't yell at people and argue. That's how wars are started. If you think about every war, every holy war that happened, it wasn't just about God. It was about territory and God. Like, this is my land. God says this is my land. God says that you're going to hell. God, first off, nobody's sitting on the throne of the king. Nobody on this planet. If they have sat on the throne, then they shouldn't be here talking to us. They should be there. Because, like I said, we got to get through this thing the best way we know how and learn along the way. Ain't nobody sat on the throne to be able to tell us what exactly God is thinking about you right now in this moment, if that makes any sense to anybody. So like I said, I know I sound like I'm going off the deep end or anything like that. Like, stick with me for a while. Trust me, I went through a lot today. So like I said, I'm just venting right now. I'm not preaching to nobody. I'm not trying to minister to you guys or anything like that. If you take it like that, hey man, that's cool. But I'm sharing with you guys like how I feel in my spirit. Like, my spirit was hurt today because it's like I'm out here really, really trying. It's not your works that helps people and gets you, kudos from God. Because at the end of the day, it's your intentions. You know what I'm saying? What is your intentions behind it? Some people do this stuff because they want to be viewed as somebody that's a powerful person of God, or I'm this or I'm that. I don't care how you view me. I just do it because me loving you gives me quality to my life. Like, it makes me feel like I got a reason to live by doing nice things for people I don't know, doing nice things for people that are just in despair, or people that are depressed, or people that feel like there's nothing to live for. Like, I say this to you guys. I'm here for you guys. I don't need to go up in the church and rub shoulders with people that already know what to do. And I don't need to go in your church and rub shoulders with you because you know what to do. Like, let's talk to some people that don't know what they're doing. But I'm not going to condemn you. I'm not going to condemn you. I'm not going to condemn you. If you understand what I'm saying, I'm not going to condemn you. I'm going to live a lifestyle, number one, that is going to glorify God. Number one, I'm going to live a lifestyle that my kids can be proud of. Number two, I'm going to live a lifestyle that you will see the anointing on me. Like, it won't be me telling you, oh, the word says this. I won't have to say much of anything. You'll see what type of fruit I'm bearing. You'll see my intention. You'll see why I make these real talk videos. I don't want YouTube subscribers. It's not for that. I say subscribe because I think more people need to talk realistically. Like, I think more people need to be honest and stop like just showing the good side, but show the bad side, show the indifferent side, show all sides. Because like I said, at the end of the day, we are all human beings. We have multiple sides to us. Like, even though everybody might look up to me and think that, oh man, Brian is really doing this thing or whatever y'all think it is, I go through stuff too. And today was one of them days that I went through stuff and I couldn't figure out why, because it's like, I mean, I can say 4 different people rubbed my spirit the wrong way. They didn't rub me the wrong way. They rubbed my spirit the wrong way. Whether it was, them being a Trump supporter, which one of them like really irritated me about that because they went way left field with this Trump thing. And like I said, he's not even the president anymore. So I don't even know why we even went that far with it. Another person is somebody that, is going to be a part of my life for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I kind of got to deal with them no matter what. You know what I'm saying? But it was like our interaction was weird today. Another person that, just a person that's randomly in and out that I just talk to and deal with was just asking real requests of me. And it was like, when I do it, then after I do it, I'd be like expecting like, okay, thank you. And then it was like, they wouldn't even say thank you. They was over here like, still mad with me. And I'm in my mind like, oh, wow. Like, it was really messing with me. And then here's another part about like when you're really trying to figure out why you go through what you go through. I realized that I'm not completely delivered from expecting people to appreciate, the energy that I put into them. Like I can't expect that, and I shouldn't expect that. And it got me all out of my zone. Like I knew I had to make a video today because it got me out my zone so much that I didn't want to talk about nothing. So it's like, I don't really have any substance to talk to you about today other than I was in my emotions all day because I felt like people just disrespecting me spiritually, disrespecting me as a person, just disrespecting me. Like you don't even appreciate how hard it is for me to even act like I care. Like, I'm not even saying I'm acting like I care, but you know how hard it is to care about somebody else when you got so much stuff going on in your own life, and then you stop everything that you're doing because you realize it ain't just about you. It's about helping somebody else that gives you enough respect to listen to you. But I was upset because they wouldn't even show me enough respect to listen to me. And that's when I realize that's something maybe I need to work on. Like, it's cool. Everybody's not going to listen to you. But if I take my time out and I'm intentionally really trying to share something with you, I don't ask for a lot. All I ask is just for enough respect that you don't cut me off. And if you do cut me off, at least give me a chance to come back in and talk again. Like, you're not going to just talk over me the whole entire time and tell me what I am or what I ain't. Or, like, let's agree to disagree and, just try to vibe out and meet in some common ground. But when you're not even willing to do that, it vexes my spirit. And I just realized, like, I've been mad all day because nobody would give me the respect to just to hear me out. So I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, so y'all can hear me out. All I'm saying is that everybody has their flaws, as I realize. Everybody got their flaws. And it's not your job to jump on their flaws and make you feel like you're a better person, that you're a more righteous person than them. If anything, if you see someone's flaws, they call it entreat. It's entreat. Like you talk to them with love, and you don't yell at them. You don't scold them. Like some people think that that's in the Bible. That's not in the Bible. Like it says, I judge you by the Spirit. That's what you want to do so you can yell at somebody. If you do actually believe that's what the book meant, but it didn't mean that. Like you don't yell at people when it comes to spiritual matters. Like I'm telling you, if you want to shut somebody down, that's the quickest way to shut somebody down is yell at them about something spiritual. Like we got free will at the end of the day. At the end of the day, God honors our free will. So who do you think you are to tell me what I'm going to do with my free will? I choose to love people because that's what God put in my heart. You choose not to love people because your heart is hardened. You choose to trust people because that's what's in your heart. You choose not to trust people because you've been scarred and you're not going to let nobody play you no more. The ball's always in your court. And what I say to people is, when the ball's in your court, you can do whatever you want to do with that ball, but just understand that the coach ain't me. I ain't your coach. You know what I'm saying? Like when the ball's in your court, I'm not your coach. You can cross over, you can take it through the legs. I'm just using a basketball analogy for this, but I'm talking in a parable. You can get the ball, cross over and all this stuff. I'm not your coach. I can't tell you that you should have went to the right when you should have went to the left. God, that's up to God to show you that. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is be like, hey, man, dang, that dude blocked the message. I wouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? That's as much as I can say. Or I can say, man, I did that same move and I got crossed up doing that move. That's as much as I can say. But I can't yell at you and tell you what you need to be doing. if that makes any sense. I'm a believer. But I'm not telling you what you need to do. I'm gonna show you what I do, and hopefully, when you see what I do, you feel me enough that you ask me what am I doing, and we talk about it out of respect. And if you got questions, I'm not gonna talk to you like you dumb, because I mean I don't know everything. I don't know it all, and I know I'm not gonna ever know it all. But at least I'm honest enough and real enough with you guys to say that. Spiritually, I don't know it all. I won't know it all. I'm just continuing on my journey. And on my journey, I'm going to share whatever God shows me about myself, about other people. So it's like today was a real weird day because I was trying my hardest to do what I do every day. But for some reason today, nobody wanted to receive it. Nobody wanted to listen to me. Nobody wanted to even acknowledge that I was doing this out of love. And it bothered me. And it showed me that God showed me that you can't control how a person talks to you or deal with you or anything like that. Like you can't control that. And you shouldn't even try to. The best thing that you can do by somebody is, in spite of me being in my feelings right now, still go out here and try to be great. Still go out here and admit that that bothered me versus hide and act like I don't never get bothered by anything. Yeah, that bothered me. Yeah, it bothers me when I try to help and people kind of like don't want to hear me out. It kind of bothers me because it's just like they don't know how much energy I put into um, this presentation that you see. Like that's not a presentation, but I mean, look at the clothes. I don't dress myself. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of work just to have clothes on. I can't do a YouTube station with no clothes on. I need to be dressed. I'm counting on people to do that. But what happens when the people you counting on to do that show you a side of them that you don't like? You got to make a decision. You either don't say nothing because you're scared you're going to lose your help, or you take a stand and trust God and be like, look, I'm not standing for that. Like that is not right. And I can say that. Like you can't tell a person what they should or shouldn't do because you think you know everything. That's when you surely fall on your face. And that's why I share this channel called Real Talk, is because I know stuff about finances, but am I Elon Musk? No. But anything that I do know that help you make $100, $200, $1,000, a couple of $1,000, heck, if you can buy a house or a car, amen. I did my job, but I'm not saying I know everything about finances because I don't. I just know enough to be dangerous. I can't say that I know everything about spiritual matters, but I mean, a little background about me. I've grown up and I probably tried every type of spirituality, religion you can think of on this planet. But here I am talking to you as a Christian, but like I said, I'm wise enough to know I can't talk to anybody else and say that they're wrong or anything like that. I'm just telling you what I choose to do. And what I choose to do is I'm a Christian. I believe in forgiving people. I believe in, Jesus, like I said, Yahweh, whatever, there's a lot of names for him, because the more you study, the more you realize things get misconstrued off of people's perception. But that's what I wanted to say. The last part I wanted to say, this whole life is just a matter of perception. And you have to respect people's perception, even if they're bat crap crazy. And that's what I'm learning. There's a lot of bat crap crazy people out here that have a whole weird perception on what life is. And you can't get mad and yell at them and argue at the top of your lungs, because that's the quickest way to shut somebody down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might think I'm bat crap crazy. I mean, I hope I'm not, but you might think that. You know what I'm saying? But it's not your job to yell at me. It's not my job to yell at you because you don't believe what I believe in. All I can do is say, honestly, I'm honestly saying this. I love y'all all, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm here. I could be dead, but I'm not. So it's like, I love the intellectual mind. I love the soul. I love dealing with strangers just as much as I love dealing with people that worship with me and go to my church. Or if you don't go to my church, I'll still build with you and have a great conversation with you, because guess what? I can see you, I can feel you, I can touch you. So I need to respect you because you're a creation of God. And when people stop respecting creations of God, they get dealt with. That's something I can tell you 100% sure. When you start disrespecting creations of God, and that's what I'm telling you, no matter what level they at right now, you will get dealt with. Take that to the bank. So once again, I had a real weird day, and I'm just saying I'm in my emotions and stuff, but I'm going to get recharged, I'll probably sit and pray a little bit. I think I might go to church. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I play it by the second, but I'm going to recharge myself so that I can continue on the path that I'm going on, which is to continue to love you guys, to continue to be honest and tell you stuff from my heart, whether it's good or bad or indifferent, and like I said, I ain't got, they say tell the truth, shame the devil. You know what I'm saying? It's like my confession. Like, I'm really disappointed in some people today, but I'm disappointed in myself for being disappointed in them. So I got some work to do, like it shouldn't even hurt me that much, but it does because like I said, my intention is I love y'all all, you know what I'm saying? So if I do something out of the kindness of my heart, I'm expecting something reciprocal back, but I shouldn't do that. And that's what I got to work on. You can't expect people to give what you give at this phase in their life. Like they're not at the phase in their life that I'm at in my life. Like nobody's paid the tuition that I paid to love everybody. Like if you have and you agree with me and you like it, then put a thumbs up on there and say that's truth. But if you haven't gotten to that point yet, just hear me out. I'm just telling you the stuff that I went through is the reason why I love y'all so much, is because I'm here. And it's just like, y'all might not think twice about me. Y'all probably don't even know I exist, but I'm still thinking about y'all. And if you're listening to my voice or you're watching this video, I'm telling you, I really do love you because you're an expression of God, and everything that God creates is perfect. And when people start getting to the point that they're like, I'm better than you because I go to this church, I'm better than you because I believe in this, you missed the whole boat. You missed the whole picture. We can't do that. We can't function as human beings like that. That's how wars get started. That's how people get hurt. That's how people get harmed. That's how false doctrine gets started. That's how new religions get created. I mean, like, let's just keep it real, man. At the end of the day, it's about the love, guys. It's about the love. You know what I'm saying? Love your neighbor like you love yourself, if you can. Some people ain't built like that because there are a lot of people out here that are crazy, and it's hard to love people that don't love you back. I know that. But here's my journey today. I just went through some people that I know love me, but for some reason they got used to really hurt my soul because they would not listen to me. They wouldn't listen to me. And it wasn't because I want you to listen and I'm dictating you and stuff like that. I'm hurt because they wouldn't listen to me because my intention was I know God wanted me to share something with them. But they were so into their belief that they didn't even want to listen to me. They just wanted to talk. And I listened to them talk. And then when it was my time to talk, it's like, you don't want to listen to me talk. So it's like, it's kind of not fair. It's like, I listened to you give me a whole 30-minute presentation, and now it's my time to say my piece, and you don't want to hear it because you're so mad. And then now I'm feeling a certain type of way. I'm not saying I'm mad because I forgive them, because like I said, I fall short like everybody else falls short. It's just the place I'm in right now in my life. I got to be on point. I got to be sharp because I don't know how long I'm going to be here. You don't know how long you're going to be here. So you got to be on point, man. Like, you can't fall for the okie doke when somebody irritates you or if your spirit gets vexed. You got to figure out a way to fix yourself so you can go back out here and make this video. You see what I'm saying? I'm making a real talk video and I'm hurt right now. But I love y'all though. So I'm going to make the video and tell y'all the truth. Anyway, the day is going to get better. I promise you. Like, I wasn't trying to say this whole video to make it like Debbie Downer or anything like that. I'm just showing you the realness of a life, of a human being's life. Like, people just want to show you the good. It's good and bad to everything in life all the time. Like, you can't control it. There's nothing in there that says that it won't rain on the just and the unjust. I'm just trying to figure out where my umbrella at, and I'd be happy to listen to somebody if they got an idea for an umbrella, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm in the shade. I'm just being honest with you guys. I feel a certain type of way today. You know what I'm saying? In my spirit, I feel hurt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this video up and say, once again, it's all about love, guys. You know what I'm saying? If I say anything to you guys and I've ever offended any of you guys, like, I'm sorry. I try not to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I forgive you for offending me. If you've done anything to offend me, I do forgive you because, like I said, at the end of the day, I ain't got enough time to hate somebody. Or I don't have enough time to not... Trust is a weird word. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people out here I wouldn't trust with my kids. There's a lot of people out here I wouldn't trust with my money. There's a lot of people I wouldn't trust with my address. But I still love you, if that makes any sense. because where you are today might not be where you are tomorrow. Like something can happen between now and tomorrow that something gets a hold of you and turns you into a better person. So I'm not going to hold that against you because God stands in that position, that he stands into, yes, the past, the present, and the future. Not you, not me. So let's stop this. Let's stop this. Let's stop this, y'all. Let's just deal with each other for the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like DMX, like somebody said it, but DMX died, nobody saw that coming. Now everybody's coming out the woodworks. Same thing, you know what I'm saying, with any of the other late great people that you looked up to that just died unexpectedly. They don't want their flowers while they're dead. They want their flowers while they're living. Let's start doing that, people. Let's start giving the flowers out while they're living. Let's start loving people now. Let's not wait until they're gone. Let's not wait until it becomes philosophy. Like let's come together, man. Let's stop all this. But anyway, I'm getting long-winded. It went way longer than I wanted to. I love y'all, dudes. Keep watching Real Talk. Next time, I might be on something completely different. But this is just what I wanted to talk about today. Facebook, YouTube, stay posted.